Today, we're diving deep into the world of espresso martinis, a classic cocktail that perfectly marries the worlds of coffee and spirits. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on this flavorful journey. Let's get started. The Espresso Martini was born in the 80s, in the heart of London's Soho district. The creator was none other than the late legendary British bartender, Dick Bradsell.
There you are, an Espresso Martini.
The story goes that a famous model walked into his bar and said,
"Can you make me a drink that will wake me up and then me up?"
The result was a cocktail that was both invigorating and intoxicating, just as the model had requested. 40 years later, here we are. We've done our research and tested a bunch of recipes to find what we believe to be the ultimate recipe, which, luckily for you, is also one of the most simple. It's easy to remember. 1 part espresso, 1 part Kahlua, and 1 part vodka. Some people use a simple syrup, but with these ratios, the Kahlua really provides all the sweetness that you need. There's also a secret ingredient that I haven't mentioned, salt. A dash of saline solution, which is 1 part salt, 5 parts water, really elevates the flavour here. Be very sparing as you don't want to be able to notice any saltiness at all. We've got a few tips for you to make sure you nail this recipe every time. Later in the video, we're going to take things one step further and put 5 different coffees to the test. They vary in roast, price, and source from around the world, and we've got our trusty panel of judges to see which coffee makes the best espresso martini.
Oh, flavor.
This one's probably my favorite.
Let's kick things off with the recipe and what you're going to need. Vodka, Kahlua, and coffee. As the name suggests, you're going to want to make an espresso. Ideally using an espresso machine, but if you don't have one of these, a mocha pot is a good second choice. And if you don't have one of these, then you could use an AeroPress or a drip coffee maker. Just remember, you want to make sure it's a little stronger than usual, similar strength to espresso, use a bit more coffee and a bit less water. Next up, if you're using whole coffee beans, you'll need a coffee grinder. Burr grinders are generally preferred for their consistency and the control. You may have an electric grinder or you can use a handheld grinder. You can improvise with the equipment, but the most important thing is the quality of your ingredients and the care you put into making your drink. Good quality coffee brings a depth of flavour, complexity, and a richness that is essential to espresso martinis. It's not just about the caffeine kick, although that's useful, but also the aroma, the body, and the aftertaste. And this is why we say avoid instant coffee at all costs. Instant coffee, while convenient, lacks the freshness and the nuanced flavours of freshly ground coffee. You're not just compromising on the taste, but also the texture. The cocktail will end up being flat and you'll lose that rich crema that a freshly pulled espresso shot provides. As you can see, our judging panel agrees.
Missing the pizzazz of an espresso martini.
The instant coffee just doesn't hold up. So when you're making your espresso martini, remember to choose your coffee wisely. It's the backbone of your drink, and a good backbone makes for a strong, flavorful, and satisfying cocktail. If you want to try some incredible coffee, we currently have 20% off your first order. Just check out the link in the description down below and use the promo code on screen at checkout. Over to the kitchen for the recipe. First thing to do, gather all your ingredients. I've got a cocktail shaker, jigger, Kahlua, freshly brewed espresso, vodka in the freezer, ice in the sink, secret ingredient, saline mortar. First step, ice. About that much. Then double shot of vodka, double shot of Kahlua, and your freshly brewed espresso. Finally, the secret ingredient, a couple of drops of saline. Now you want to give it a really good shake because the more you shake, the more froth. Shake it till the container's really frosty and your hands are nearly dead. And pour. You're looking for that delicious creamy head on the top. It'll come out of the shaker a light mocha colour, but as it starts to settle, you'll have that rich dark colour on the bottom with a delicious creamy head, almost like a Guinness. Then just add a few coffee beans on the top for garnish, and there you have it. The world famous espresso martini. Delicious. That is so good. But I know you're here to make the ultimate espresso martini. So I think we can take this one step further. Time to test out different coffee types, so over to the kitchen and our trusty judges. First up, we've got Sumatra Mandheling. This is a medium roast coffee from Sumatra, Indonesia, coming in at just under $20 a bag.
Cheers.
Sumatra to the tiny rhino.
That's a 6, a 7, and a 6. 19, not bad. Next on the list is Papua New Guinea coffee. This medium roast coffee originates from Papua New Guinea and it's priced at just under $19 a bag.
Cheers.
Let's see how this one fares.
To the New Guinea.
6, 6.5, 7. Slightly better, 19.5. This is Costa Rican Peaberry coffee, which is essentially a deformity found in coffee beans, where they only have one seed. It's considered one of the rarest in the crop and is highly prized by connoisseurs for its unique, smooth flavour.
Sweeter.
7.5, 7, and an 8.
What's this one?
This is a secret one. Bonus.
Secret wise. Cheers.
See how the instant coffee does. Oh, she doesn't like it.
Yeah, you can really taste the Kahlua and vodka more than any actual coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Missing the pizzazz of an espresso martini.
4, 2, and a 3. Shocking. 9, as we expected. This is Mexico Anaerobic Finca Cero Azul coffee. This is a light roast coffee from the Guerrero region of Mexico. Priced at $74.99 per bag, it feels too good to be mixing up in a cocktail. Mexico.
Cheers.
Cheers.
De la Mexicana. That's yum.
So sweet.
Got some happy faces there. 10, 10, 8. Always hard to please. 28.
That's your highest one. That's his highest one.
Lastly is this, Burundi. This light roast coffee is from the Long Miles farm in Burundi, and it's priced at $49.99 a bag.
Has heaps of flavor. It even smells decadent.
9.5, 9, 7.5. That's 26, so second place. So there you have it. We have our winner for the best coffee for espresso martinis, Mexico's Finca Cero Azul Anaerobic. Our judges had no clue on the prices of the coffee, but I had expected the more expensive coffees to get a higher rating. Unexpectedly, the top 2 scorers were light roast, so maybe there's something in that. As always, it comes down to personal taste, so experiment and let us know in the comments which coffee you prefer in your espresso martini.